Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. It's been a minute. It's been a couple of months since I've been able to sit down and take the time to add another episode. And today or tonight's episode, it's a first. It's the first time that I'm actually doing an episode at night. It's 8:23, 8:24 at night on February the 17th. So it's been a couple of months, and it's at night. And as you can see, the background around me, it's inside my winter hub tent, so that I'm not out on the front porch, which is cigars on the front porch. But this is going to be my front porch for now. The wind is it's in the 40s. It's going to dip down. It's getting a little bit colder. This helps keep the breeze off of me, keeps me comfortable. I got my heat going that's in here, my light source and everything. Everything I need is in here. Episode 21, I'll talk about the hub tent and making a winter cigar tent. But today is the 20th episode. I want to give a shout out to my friend CC. Thank you for your encouragement, and can't wait till you get that deck built so we can go out there and light some sticks and just have a good old time talking. So this 20th episode I want to dedicate to CC. Thank you so much. We're going to be doing something that I've been waiting on for over a year now, and it is Deadwood Estates, The Girl with No Name. Now, some of you may have tried this. This is the fifth out of the series. I haven't. It's going to be my first time, and this is a picture. The Girl with No Name. Yeah. Now, with this one, it's a 6x52 Toro. I'll tell you the price at the end, which is different from what I normally do. It's Brazilian Maduro San Andreas wrapper, so that's good. It's a Connecticut broadleaf binder and a Brazilian and Nicaraguan filler. This has been sitting in the humidor since November the 3rd, so it's been sitting in there for about 3 months now, over 3 months. And we're going to try it. So stick around for Cigars on the Front Porch. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. That's Cigars on the Front Porch. We're now up, thanks to my sons, on Instagram as well. We'll go up and we'll get on the other social media channels, but for the first step, we're actually on the Instagram as well. So Cigars on the Front Porch, make sure you like and subscribe. Stay tuned, coming right back. We're going to get this one going with The Girl with No Name. Normally I don't do this one, but I got to do this one. The tip, mm, mm, mm. Ooh, it's incredibly sweet. Better than the Fat Bottom Betty. Mm. Ooh, that's a sweet tip. And then the foot, it's a closed foot. So that's unique too. But the tip, ooh, if you like Fat Bottom Betty, this one got it beat by 2, 3 times. Ooh, it's a sweet tip. Stay tuned. We're going to light this thing up. All right, we're starting out on the first third at 8:28, so we'll chalk it up at 8:30 p.m. This is my first at night one. Usually the ones I do, they finish up at night. They don't start out at night. But this one, it's the first time I was able to get to it. Oh, I can just tell you off the bat, I just lit it up. The aroma is just wonderful. Just the aroma. Woo! And the tip, awesome. Do a retro hell, light, light the medium on the retro. It's real good. Oh, it's burning nicely. Alrighty, we're gonna get into this one. So stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with Deadwood Estates, The Girl with No Name. Hope she got a name today. It's good off the bat. Stay tuned. Alrighty. We're back. We're working on this first third. The girl with no name, and just want to get you a picture of this ash. Is barely hanging in there. It's not bad. Just gonna have to probably ash it. The construction is holding. Not like some other cigars, but it is holding. So I haven't had to ash it yet. We're almost finished with this first third of cigars on the front porch with the girl with no name. Stay tuned, and then I'm gonna give you some update on this first third. You know what? Why not just do it now? So far with this first third, the pace is different. It's a little tricky. Like if I let it sit, it'll mellow out. I mean, it'll kind of go down a little bit, but then I got to kind of keep the pace going, so I got to get my rhythm in there. So far, it's 3, 4 puffs, and then the cherry will heat up. But no bitter, no acrid taste. It is incredibly sweet. If you like the Fat Bottom Betty, the girl with no name so far is 2 times as sweet as the Fat Bottom Betty. To me, it is, and but it's uh, a lighter, crispier type of cigar than the Fat Bottom Betty. So sweeter, but lighter and crispier on it so far. So this is on the first third. We're finished up on the first third, about ready to move into the beginning of the second third, and we're going to see how it goes. Usually, the first third of cigars, they go, they're not settled. Their pace is off. Usually, when they hit the second third, toward the end of the second third to beginning of the final third, that's when you really get it. I wish the cigars were like that the whole way through. But usually the first third burns a little fast, it's off. You got a whole bunch of stuff going on, like a bunch of, elementary kids running all over the place. And then the second third, it kind of settles down a little bit. And then, of course, the final third is when, like, oh, I wish the whole cigar was like this. So we're going to find out. But so far, um, we're 20 something minutes into the first third. So we're finishing up, but I'm going to have to ask this, and it's going to fall off at any moment. I just want you to see what it looked like. So stay tuned as we finish this first third, start working into the second third of Cigars on the Front Porch with the girl with no name. So far, she's got a name, and it's wonderful. Alrighty, we have finished the first third of the girl with no name, and we're working into the beginning of the second third. It's moving along at a good pace. We're about 30 minutes in. It's 8:57 p.m. and we're about 30 minutes in. And just to give a recap, so far, it's a great cigar. I ain't even got to finish it. It's great. It. I just have to do the best comparison that I can. It is lighter than the Fat Bottom Betty, um, but sweeter. Um, it's like a, it's like a, I guess you'd say a sister to the Fat Bottom Betty, if you know about the series. It is a great cigar. Um, so far, I would say is light to medium. This is not a heavy cigar. This is it's heavier than a lighter, but lighter than a medium. So it's in between a light and medium cigar. Um, the pace is, I'm getting used to the pace. It's getting better, but it's throwing me off. The retro hell, um, it's actually pretty good. The retro is pretty good. It's lighter. You expect it for it to be heavy, or at least medium, like medium, but it's not. And I'm like doing a retro, and it's like, okay, that was it. And it's like, yeah, that was it. It was quick. You gotta watch it. So it's good on the retro. It's good on the retro. It's sweet. It's super sweet. Um, Not overly sweet. It's not like highly flavored. It's just in comparison, and it's got kind of like a black cohiba kind of flavor, like a lightened or flattened version of the black cohiba. So if you like that kind of cigar with the black cohiba, and it's sort of like a kind of a mixture of that little bit of the black Cohiba and the fat bottom Betty, and then just turn the volume down like 2, 3 clicks. So it's mellow. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's a mellow cigar. I'm gonna get more into some of the details, some of the ratings on it, as far as how I do with the burn. The burn is good. I've had to touch it up 2 or 3 times, but other than that, it's fine. The construction is not holding though, so I don't know what's up with that. Um, but outside of a construction issue with it holding, the cherry heats up real fast, so you got to be careful with the cherry on it. 3, 4 puffs, and the cherry will heat up real fast. So I guess in my mind, I'm thinking it's medium, but it's light to medium or a light medium. But it's good. So we're gonna start this second third, and then I'll give a little bit more details in the second third. So stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We're in here in the hub tent. Yeah, I got a lot of names for it. People call it, the man cave. I don't think it's a man cave. You can say it's Big Daddy's doghouse. You can say that too, but nah, it's nice. It says 4 people. Like I said, that's going to be episode 21. I'll give a little quick recap. I think every person that goes out and they have a cigar gets to be wintertime, so you can't necessarily be out in the elements. When it gets to a certain temperature, it's just not wise to be out there like that. The wind is going to be the biggest factor. It's going to mess up your cigar. You're going to get an uneven burn, and it's going to be uncomfortable. You're not going to be comfortable out there. You're not going to be able to relax. But inside a tent, you can. And this tent will seat 4 people. Um, it's 6'3" from the floor to the ceiling. I'll go in that a little bit more. You put 4 people in here, and I'm 5'8". I want to say five. Well, no, I'm not 5'8". I'm 5'9". And you can have somebody that's 6 foot that can stand up in here. There's a lot of other things I got in here that's going on. I got fresh air coming in over here over my shoulder, so we're not hot boxing. Of course, I got my lighting system set up. I got an air purifier that's taking place that's in here. I got like a little heater that's going. Then also I got an exit that's right over here, or a fan that's drawing the air out. So I got 2 windows here. One is right here where you can't. Yeah, it's right here. You can't see it, but it's fresh air coming in here. Also up in the ceiling, that's 2 fresh vents. So I got 4 fresh vents of air coming in. So that's good. So we're not hotboxing. And then I got air circulation between the air purifier and the heater. It sucks in air as well. So those 2 things are helping to purify the air. And then I got the exit that's over there. I could put another fan. I got another fan that's right over here that's drawing the air out. I could put a second fan in here if it was a second person, but it's no need, and it's comfortable in here. It's very comfortable, even with the windows cracked. Of course, I got a sweatshirt on, but it's comfortable. Way more, 1,000% more comfortable than sitting on the front porch with the wind blowing and cold air, and you got a heater and trying to stay warm. This is awesome. I think everybody that has a cigar should get a winter tent or winter shelter. I don't care what it is. It could be a little 2-person dome tent. Um, I seen one person with a tent just big enough for 1 person. He zipped it up and it was clear and it was plastic and you could pop it in and out. It don't matter. Just whatever's in your, whatever you like, not nobody else. That's the wonderful thing I love about this hobby is what you like. Um, and don't worry about anybody else and what they got to say. And some people can afford a whole room. Some people, they can do a whole shed. With me, the tent serves its purpose. I got a cot in here so I can stretch out. I got a TV in here. I can watch TV. I'm feeding off the Wi-Fi from the house, so I'm right beside it. I got my little electric cable running to a cord running to the house, so I got power in here. Uh, I got a disco light, got a power ball. Man, it's a haven. So 42 apiece. All right, stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch. Make sure you like and subscribe to Cigars on the Front Porch. We're also on Instagram as well. All right, we're going to be working on the second third of The Girl with No Name. All right, we're back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We are in the middle of the second third of the cigar, The Girl with No Name, and it's great. Just give a kind of quick review on it. As far as the aroma is great. It's excellent. Aftertaste, no aftertaste whatsoever. The draw, the puffs, the effort on it, you have to kind of get your rhythm. So now I kind of got four with the rhythm, 3 to 4, and then a retro, and then a pushback out, a purgent. So you got 3, 4 puffs, retro, and then a purge, or purge, and then 3, 4. How you want to do your rhythm? But as long as you're doing those, doesn't matter. You do the order any way you want. Just make sure that you are doing it. Purge to get really any kind of accurate aftertaste to it. Also keep the cherry going. The cherry will heat up pretty fast. After about 4 puffs, that cherry heats up real fast. So whatever the tobacco that's in it, it it uh it burns pretty quickly. Draw, no problem with draw. I did a V cut, no problem with the draw whatsoever. The time on it, it's going about 30 plus minutes every third. So it's 9:18 now. So a few more minutes. Maybe another 10, 15 more minutes. We'll be finished with the second third, working on the final third of it. I think this is going to be wind up being an hour and 45 minutes, uh, at least an hour and a half, the way that I go. Um, as far as on the time, the kick, the relaxation effect on it is just great. I would give this to anyone. Uh, you know, a new person, yes, I would give it. Give a new person to it. It might throw them a little bit because it's a light, medium, or medium light cigar. So yeah, you could give it to a new person. You just have to let them know, say, hey, it's gonna relax you a little bit. So as long as you brief them on that, you're good. A veteran, it'll be good. Somebody that's been going for a while, it's good. The burn on it is good. I've had to touch it up, um, maybe 3, 4 times or whatnot, just a little bit on the burn. The construction is not developing a long ash on it. So it's got to be the type of tobacco that's in it, because sometimes you can get a good ash on them, and ashes are good. That's for another time. To me, the importance of ash, having a good ash, not only for construction but for also keeping the cherry going as well. Um, the the burn of the cigar, the overall burn of the cigar. I like have cigars that have a good ash on them, good, well constructed cigar. Then of course the price. Oh gosh. Stick around to the end on that one. I'll tell you what the price is. It's a first for me. First, second or third time for me. It's not a common. But stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch as we review The Girl with No Name. So far, it's great. So we're finishing up on the second third. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We're also on Instagram. And tonight is what is it, 9:40. We're reviewing The Girl with No Name by Deadwood Estates. We're finishing up on the second third. We're moving into the final third. And I'm going to take the wrapper off here if I can get into it. I'm not one to save wrappers, but I may be saving this one. Because the girl with no name, she got a name. She wonderful. So there we go. We're going to say that. Put that to the side. That might be the first wrapper I saved besides Fat Bottom Betty. This is a sister of that one. And we are about an hour and 10 minutes in. And by the looks of it, looks like we got at least another 30, maybe 45 minutes. So it's about an hour and 45 minutes ago, which is great. It's settled down like they always do. It's settled down. It's going very well. Hitting about 3 or 4 puffs doing a retro and also a blowback on it as well. The flavor settled down. It is a great cigar. I don't even have to finish this. I can just stop right now and I'm done. Um, the aroma is great. The aftertaste, none. The draw on it is very good. Very good draw. The length of time, of course, we talked about that. The kick, the relaxation effect is very good on it. The burn is very good. I've only had to relight it once, uh, and the construction on it is not going to develop that much of an ash, but it's very good. Before I even finish it, stock of the humidor. Get some of these girl with no name. We are working on the final third of the girl with no name. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, Cigars on the Front Porch. We're also on Instagram with your host, Uncle Scotty. Stay tuned as we finish up with the girl with no name. She got a name now. Name is wonderful. Yeah. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We're finishing up on the final third of The Girl with No Name by Deadwood Estates. It's a great cigar. Stock your humidor with it. Um, give it away to your friends if you so choose. And I'm going to finish up on this one. Uh, don't even have to finish it. I'm going to call it where we at right now. I figure with this amount, that's probably at least maybe another 30 minutes, but it's no need. The review on this one is a great cigar, one of the best I've had ever. I would rank it right up there with the Fat Bottom Betty. So if you want a slightly lighter version as far as body wise of the Fat Bottom Betty, then go with the Girl with No Name. But if you want something that's sweeter, lighter, crispier than the Fat Bottom Betty, then you can go with the Girl with No Name. It's a great cigar. Uh, I can't say anything else about it. The aroma is great. The flavor on it is great. So sweet on the tip. Oh gosh, 2 times more sweeter than the Fat Bottom Betty on the tip. Aftertaste, none. The draw is very good. I've had to, I think, relight it twice now. I've had to touch it up several times on the construction on it. Then the final third is settled down, and instead of it being 3, 4, maybe 5 puffs, 2 or 3. If not, you're gonna overheat the cherry, and you start to kind of get like a bitter taste to it. When you start seeing the cherry or the foot turn orange, back off. That means you're puffing too much or too fast. You're heating up the cherry too much, which is going to give a taste or accurate taste to it. And then do a blowback, and then you can do a retro. And then by the time you do a blowback and a retro, which is through the nose, uh, it will settle down and you'll get a lot of flavor. So now it's settled down and it's where it needs to be at. So thank you for staying with your host, Uncle Scotty, for this 20th episode of Cigars on the Front Porch. We're on Instagram, and I want to send a special shout out to my friend CC. Thank you, CC. We're going to be going to the front porch as soon as you get that deck built. And if you don't get the deck built, you have an invite to come up in here in the hub, Big Daddy's dog house. And for the bros is watching, I want to get a shout out, Rudy Roo. All right, and that's Spring '89 Upsilon New. All right, 6D. All right, so love this cigar. The Girl with No Name. Now here's the here's the kicker. I never pay that much for a cigar because I order mine online. Every now and then I'll spend some money on a cigar. I got a Cohiba Black. And I spent like $20 on that. And I was like, oh, we're taking a chance. But it was all right. It was okay cigar. I won't spend $20 again. There's nothing wrong with that. I just have a budget. And I stick within my budget. And I try to get quality or decent cigars within my budget. When it gets to be outside of my budget, I stop. And I think that's just, for me, personal preference. With anything. I think when you set your budget, you should stick within. And that's going to be sometimes you're going to go over. And that's okay, but not consistently, because then there's no point in having a budget. And the reason why I have a budget is so that I have parameters, so I have some form of accountability. Um, even whatever my salary is, if I got it like that, I still would stick with it. Man. I think you should have parameters. Remember, you are special, care about you, and I want you to like and subscribe and tell your friends. And now we're on Instagram. Like, sure you like and subscribe and get that membership up. And thank you for the 20th episode of Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Thank you. And we've done a review of The Girl with No Name by Deadwood Estates. There's 5 in that series. Make sure you read up on all 5 of them or familiar yourself with all 5 of them. This one is great. I don't have nothing to say about it, nothing bad to say about my boo-boo, The Girl with No Name. She got a name to me, and it's called Wonderful. The episode 21, the one that's going to be coming up after this one, we're going to be talking about the hub tent, getting a winter tent or a winter surrounding or man cave or whatever you want to call it, a cave or whatever you want to call it, woman cave, a she shack, whatever you want to call it. Because everybody, I want everybody to subscribe to the channel. Okay? You're special, you're important, you got a purpose. So thank you for spending time with me and enjoying this, The Girl with No Name with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty.